My people, water don't pass Gary. Imagine in a country that has president, that has vice president, senate leader, that has security armed forces, that has police, that has kings and chiefs, a bandit is billing a whole community 50 million naira. God, oh, God, oh, wonder shall never end in Nigeria. Imagine, because the new commandant killed the military men, killed his cattle in the attack against the bandits. Bello Turji, the same Bello Turji that will go on internet to start flaunting ransom money, to start, you would even post video of him burning military vehicle. Yeah, the same Bello Turji is the same bandit who has now, considered, after so much pleading and begging by residents of a community, to reduce the compensation fee from 50 million naira to 30 million naira. You're surprised, Abi? You're shocked. God, oh. God, oh. It's just the audacity for me. Like, the confidence that bandits and thieves, kidnappers, unknown gunmen have these days, to do all of the things that they do without even getting interfered, without even getting cross-railed or be railwailed by security armed forces, is what amazes me. It blows my mind that in this same Nigeria that we are in, a bandit can turn himself into commandant, can turn himself into the principality of a community, taunting the community, haunting the community, and they have no other option just because security armed forces can no longer protect them. Security armed forces are not doing their job the way they're supposed to do it. Communities are now solely relying on begging and pleading with bandits and just doing the bidding of these bandits just to stay alive. Just for them to be alive, they have to do the bidding of these bandits. They have to plead. They have to negotiate with these bandits because they have solely lost hope in the security armed forces. They have solely lost hope in the security armed forces to save them and protect and safeguard their lives, which is the main responsibility of our security armed forces in the country. And if our security armed forces can no longer do their sole responsibility, please tell me, what are we left with? This time around, our soldiers are running out of a country to fight for Israel, to fight for Palestine, to fight for Russia, all because they are getting better treatment over there. Are we still a country? Before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. The residents of Moriki town, located in the Zumi local government area of Zamfara state, have successfully persuaded the bandit leader, Bello Turji, to lower the ransom is set from 50 million naira to 30 million naira, with a payment deadline established for Wednesday. It was gathered that the said amount is purportedly intended as compensation for the death of Turji's cattle, which were killed by the new commander of an army base situated in Moriki. Each head of a household is expected to contribute 10,000 naira, while unmarried individuals are required to pay 2,000 naira. Furthermore, it has been reported that the villagers are proceeding with the payment despite the commander's counsel against it and his assurance that it would not harm Turji's livestock again. The villagers, as reported by Newsroom Nigeria, are apprehensive that failing to comply with the demand may result in Turji escalating his violent actions against them, leaving them vulnerable to his aggression. Additionally, it was reported that approximately 15 local politicians and social activists remain in Turji's captivity, having been adopted from within Moriki despite the presence of military personnel in the area. Meanwhile, A recently circulated video shows three Nigerian soldiers boldly challenging a notorious bandit leader, Bello Turji, who is responsible for notorious violent attacks across northern Nigeria. The soldiers expressed their frustration at the lack of orders from higher authority to pursue Turji and instead issued a direct challenge urging him to leave his hiding place and confront them. In the video, which was primarily spoken in Hausa, one of the soldiers stated, "Since they have refused to order us to come for you, come out from your hideout and let's face each other and see what happens." The soldiers further taunted Turji, questioning his bravery. Bello Turji, if you think you are truly a man and the son of your mother, come out and face us. They condemned Turji's actions, pleading with him to stop arming civilians. For Allah's sake, stop kidnapping and killing civilians. They are innocent. The soldiers highlighted their past successes in combat, recalling their experience in defeating Boko Haram in Maiduguri, Borno State. Before now, we didn't know what a soldier or a gun was, and we eliminated Boko Haram. Now that we are soldiers and know how to use guns, Bello Turji, you are mad. You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comments section, guys. What do you all think about this? Me, I solely believe that these bandits, in fact, this particular bandit called Bello Turji, his matter has gone beyond pleading and begging. And also, according to the soldiers, I wonder why there have not been an order, to seek him out wherever he's hiding. Although recently, the Minister for State for Defense, Bello Matawali, took it upon himself, to put on a military uniform and headed for Sokoto, to say that they are ready for war, they are ready to fight him, they are ready to do all of that. But we have still not heard that Turji has been taken or arrested. Why must somebody, in fact, if you see the picture of a young man, I don't think he should be up to 30 years old. That kind of person, terrorizing a community for years now, even since Bello Matawali was the governor of the state. He had to invite him and give him Hilux vehicles, brand new, which this same bandits, took for operations, to terrorize people. And when soldiers came, they had to leave the Hilux vehicle at the scene of a crime and they ran away. You can imagine, governors treating terrorism and banditry as if it is child's play. How do you invite a bandit and you are giving them a lost vehicle to do what? Is it not that you are telling them to continue on that expenditure? What other message are you sending to them? You are telling them you don't have any power against them. Your military men cannot handle them. So in other words, you are trying to beg them. You are trying to cajole them to stop. Of which criminals do not understand such language. Criminals understand only force. The only language they understand is force. And once you've proved to them that you cannot undo them, of course they will continue on whatever they are doing. You all, I would love to hear from you. Leave your opinions in the comments section. Thank you very much for always listening. Bye.